This wall's been building in your mind, but you'll find a way to live these dreams you hold inside. You can't just live within your grasp, 'cause what's out of reach are all the things that you were meant to be. I will lay you down and I'll show you how to close your eyes and see beyond the doubt. And everything you see is broken, and nothing seems it's going right. Don't let your heart start to bend. Don't give up the fight. You cannot live by what you see. Only believe when everything just seems so hard to bear, and no one in this world just seems to care. You've got to find a reason why you breathe and never let go of your destiny. I will lay you down and I'll show you how to close your eyes and see beyond the doubt. And everything you see is broken, and nothing seems it's going right. Don't let your heart start to bend. Don't give up the fight. You cannot live by what you see. Only believe.
You guys ready? Let's go kill a buck. Even the Odds TV is fueled by Archer Extreme, Big Sack Camouflage, Black Eagle Arrows, Black Widow Deer Lures, Bob's Custom Calls, Boneheads European Mounts, Branded Printing and Graphics, GOA Instaplot, Artcraft Scoop Tail Broadheads, Sarge's Wildlife Taxidermy, Spy Point Trail Cameras, Paper Trail Sets. Hey guys, Luke Jarvin here. Welcome to another episode of Even the Odds TV. On last week's show, you saw Drew Streeter connect with that nice yearling doe here in Michigan. He's got some meat for the freezer, tag punched, and he's out on baby detail now. So we're going to catch up this week. Started off with Lars Jarvinen. We're looking at roughly the 5th, 6th day of the season, and we've been hunting hard every single day the first few days of the week of the season here, and things haven't quite gone his way. We have not seen the deer or the deer numbers, period, that we're typically used to seeing here. So things are starting to get a little bit dicey up the tree stand. So let's catch up with Lars and see if we can score on a nice Michigan buck.
Well, it's for first week of October here. Hunting my favorite spot, but it's not my favorite spot this year. Haven't had any luck yet. Everything's way off in the distance, if I'm even seeing anything. Got a coyote out in the field right now. I don't know if we'll be able to get footage of it, but there's a couple deer that crossed, and now there's a coyote out there milling around. So I've got them on my Spy Point trail cams in my food plots, and if one comes through, I'll smoke it. The farmer's been having problems with them up behind his house, eating his chickens and chasing his dogs while they're outside. So with any luck, I'll put a coyote down at least.
Yeah, we're just basically sitting there up in the tree and kind of waiting for camera light. Typically you lose about 15 minutes or so on good filming light versus what you can see with your eye out there. Lars says, hey man, there's a coyote out there at a couple of 100 yards messing around in the cut wheat field, and so we're just kind of sitting there stalling, waiting for this thing, because it's slowly working its way our direction. I get a little bit of footage of him, and he hops off into the swamp there. And, we're just chilling. All of a sudden, 15 minutes later, bam, there's that coyote coming across the field.
Well, that was kind of exciting. I called in a coyote. I don't know, he's probably 40 yards. I didn't have time to range find him or nothing because he was looking all over, and I think I just gave him a haircut. I mean, my sight's set at 20 yards right now, my AXT driver is. It looks like I just gave him a haircut, so it was fun though. That gets the adrenaline going a little bit. So, got a problem with them out here. Maybe that's part of the reason why we're not seeing deer other than the way the crops are, I don't know, but that was cool, calling in a coyote, just kissing the back of my hand. So, there he is out in the field again right now, so I didn't hit him, he's good to go. That was cool. I got my adrenaline going pretty good.
So yeah, this coyote ended up working its way in, and it was pretty cool because I'd never even thought of doing what Lars did. Basically, kissing the back of his hand, squeaking. I would say it was all of a good 225 yards. This coyote was out there, and it come right on a string to about 40 yards. And the grass was so tall we didn't actually see where the coyote was at. And he gave him a couple extra squeaks, and then we looked and saw the coyote right there. So he had us on lockdown. So he's doing the head bob back and forth, trying to catch us moving up in the tree. Finally, Lars was able to get drawn back on him and touched off a shot. And man, that thing, being on high alert, basically string ducked the heck out of us. And he just gave him a haircut, and all is good in the woods, so to speak. But I was hoping we could have taken out that coyote, because we've lost quite a few deer to coyotes this year. Getting them out of spy point, trail camera pics, coyotes all over the food plots, coyotes running with fawns in the mouth. So unfortunately, we weren't able to connect on this coyote.
Archer Extreme is warrior built. Archer Extreme is warrior proven.
So, Black Widow deer lures Ours is some of the freshest deer urine in the industry. But you think, so what? The big corporation urines work good enough, don't they? Well, ask yourself one question. Have you ever seen a deer or any animal pee brown urine? It looks like soy sauce because it's old, brown, and broken down. And believe me, hunters can see the difference and deer can smell the difference. Need more proof? How about dominant bucks in this close? Black Widow deer lures are collected, bottled, and shipped within days. It's simple. They work.
All right, guys, back at it here. We're gonna follow me for a change up in the tree stand. Like Lars had mentioned, and I'd mentioned earlier in the show, it's been a pretty brutal year so far this season. The crops are not there on the farm this year. All the neighboring farms got the beans and the corns and stuff, so the deer numbers just are not there. However, we've been seeing a few bucks. We still got some deer in there. It's not that bad, but it's just not what we're used to seeing. I guess say we're spoiled, if you will. But we saw a nice buck earlier in the morning, cut the corner and go into the swamp to bed up. So it's my turn up at bat. Usually, we switch about every 2 sits. We rotate who's filming and who's hunting. So it's my turn up to bat. So we know this buck went into the swamp. I'm gonna climb in that tree tonight. Let's see if the luck will change for me and have a nice shooter buck come walking out in our lap.
All right, guys, we're back at it again tonight. You saw it this morning. Lars was the shooter this morning, and we had an encounter with a ghost. Kind of appropriate given the fog that rolled in on him when he was out there, but anyhow, that buck clipped the corner of the wheat field, hooked into the swamp, and went to bed up like he typically does. So the last trail cam picture we have on him was a week ago hitting the DOA. So we're gonna roll the dice tonight. We're gonna sit back here, hope that maybe he comes out to the plot, hits the plot one, or hits the DOA into the plot. Either or. Hopefully he does it so he gives us a shot. If not, we've seen a lot of bucks hook in that corner of the swamp. We may have to make a move, bust out the ASAT tent, brush it down in that corner of that swamp there, because there's nowhere to get a tree up there. So we're not getting desperate, but yet at the same time we've seen plenty of bucks making the same move here. We know we're off on our position a little bit on our ambush spot, but gun season isn't that far out. We're looking at 3 weeks till the guns come and about a week and a half till the rut starts. So we want to try and get it done now if we can, but we're not desperate yet. But we're going to start being a little bit more aggressive on how we go after these deer, and hopefully tonight they come right in the plot and we can put one down. But if not, we're going to have to make some adjustments and get after them. So anyhow, I'm going to get back at it, finish getting set up here. We're going to hunker down. Hopefully tonight's the night. Stick with us. You're watching Even the Odds TV.
It's the heart that makes a man. I still say yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. And I still take my old ball cap off every time I hear that song for those boys that ain't coming home tonight.
So we're just kind of settling in, winding down in the tree stand, just burning that daylight, so to speak. Get all the camera gear set up and all that stuff, and we're getting down about that last 35-40 minutes right before dark. The edge of that prime time that everyone always refers to, when okay, the deer are going to start showing up. We look up out in the corner of the field, bam, what do you think shows up?
back in a decent 2.5-year-old 8-point. Just waiting for one of the better shooters to step out and just add a little more salt to the wound, but we're pretty much convinced that we're gonna brush in a tent there tomorrow and get on these deer. We gotta be a little bit more aggressive, but we're gonna make it happen. So, still got probably 15 minutes left to shoot, light, camera light, and all that stuff, so we'll see what happens for the rest of the day, but pretty much what you see is how the season's gone. Just watching them. But we're ready to make the move, and we're gonna make it happen in the next couple days.
That's a nice buck.
Yeah, what can you ever get like that?
I think we got just the answer for you.
There's some DOA Instafly. Go get your buck.
This is the Hartcraft Scoop Tail Broadhead, the most accurate fixed blade ever made. 3 aerodynamic scoops channel the wind, stabilizing the broadhead for unprecedented in-flight accuracy. Upon entry, the scoops propel blood and tissue for blood trails never before seen from a fixed blade. The oversized base reams a passageway for the arrow shaft, resulting in less friction and far more pass-throughs. Hartcraft's universal ferrule takes all 5 blade styles interchangeably. The most engineered fixed blade of all time.
Every seasoned hunter knows scent is everything. Whether hiding your scent or attracting a trophy kill, Vapor Trail Scents is there. Deer, elk, hog, bear. It doesn't matter the animal. If you spray it, they will come. You can even miss, and they'll come right back for more. Visit our site to learn more at VaporTrailScents.com. Vapor Trail Scents proves you can fool Mother Nature.
All right, guys, let's get back at it here. The night before we saw that nice buck, and we thought about going in there before daylight and brushing in that tent. We figured, you know what, we better not. Let's back off. Let's do it right. So we decided to go hunt a different property that we got, and same deal. We get up there, well before daylight, just kind of relaxing, letting the woods calm down, and we get 45 minutes after daybreak, and nothing's happening, dead quiet. We're just thinking, man, we need something to happen, some kind of break to shake loose. All of a sudden, Lars tells me, hey, coyote coming. I'm thinking, what the heck, another coyote? So I'm scrambling to get my bow, and sure enough, here comes this coyote, and he's gonna be right in our lap.
Pretty cool. Not what we're anticipating on shooting this morning, but nonetheless, there's something about us and coyotes this year that's we keep crossing paths with them. But anyhow, that coyote came out across the creek and about 35-yard shot, something like that. I think he bumped back to just about 40. We kind of spooked on that last little, I'd like to say grunt stop, but I'll say more like a squeak stop, trying to get him hold up, but looked like I made a pretty good shot on him. Seen him cross the creek right up here and kind of crash around here. Didn't hear much after that, so he should be laying 50 yards up this way. But we'll probably end up just sitting the rest of the morning and see if a buck comes in here, something like that. But it's the first coyote with a bow for me, so that's pretty cool. So.
Archer Extreme is warrior built. proven.
So, Black Widow Deer Lures is some of the freshest deer urine in the industry. But you think, so what? The big corporation urines work good enough, don't they? Well, ask yourself one question. Have you ever seen a deer or any animal pee brown urine? It looks like soy sauce because it's old, brown, and broken down. And believe me, hunters can see the difference and deer can smell the difference. Need more proof? How about dominant bucks in this close? Black Widow Deer Lures are collected, bottled, and shipped within days. It's simple. They work.
This is the Hartcraft Scoop Tail Broadhead, the most accurate fixed blade ever made. 3 aerodynamic scoops channel the wind, stabilizing the broadhead for unprecedented in-flight accuracy. Upon entry, the scoops propel blood and tissue for blood trails never before seen from a fixed blade. The oversized base reams a passageway for the arrow shaft, resulting in less friction and far more pass-throughs. Hartcraft's universal ferrule takes all 5 blade styles interchangeably. The most engineered fixed blade of all time.
Every seasoned hunter knows scent is everything. Whether hiding your scent or attracting a trophy kill, Vapor Trail Scents is there. Deer, elk, hog, bear. It doesn't matter the animal. If you spray it, they will come. You can even miss, and they'll come right back for more. Visit our site to learn more at VaporTrailScents.com. Vapor Trail Scents proves you can fool Mother Nature.
All right, guys, couldn't find that arrow. We did the playback on that replay, and you can see that knot go flying way out to the side of the screen. So I don't know if you could hear it thwack a branch after exit of the coyote. So I think that one's going to be claimed by the woods. But anyhow, we pretty much know where the coyote went. We saw where the thicket that he went into, and he didn't come out the backside. So we're just gonna cut it short and just try and grid search it, go right over to him and see if we can't pick him up. So try and make this short and sweet. So let's go see what we can find. Just something I want to point out here. I don't know if you guys noticed it at all through this episode so far on both of these coyotes, but you know, when people always refer to animals ducking the string, you know, typically it's referred to as deer. And you know, there's certain things that you avoid when it's a deer. You know, you don't want them to be on high alert, you know, scoping you out, looking in your direction. You don't want them to be on that edge because, you know, chances are they will duck you or attempt to duck you. So amp that up, swamp out the deer, put in a coyote. Lars' coyote that he shot at, you know, that thing was scoping us out in the tree hard. He never totally made us out, but he was on super high alert. This coyote, we've ranged it after the fact. He was 40 yards. Now I want you to note the back line. I'll put a little mark on the screen here. Note the back line of this coyote that Lars shoots at. As this arrow goes, notice how far this coyote ducks a string. That is almost the full width of the body on that coyote. So, you know, people refer to deer ducking the string. Coyotes have a lot of reaction time, and this thing ducked the string hard and unfortunately just gave him a haircut. So now let's fast forward to the coyote that I shot. Mind you, this is 43 yards. The bow I'm shooting 318 feet per second through the chronograph. So I want you to notice the black spot on this coyote. You know, I'll put the bar on the back line here. But this coyote doesn't necessarily duck the string. He lunges forward. Now watch this arrow. This arrow is now roughly about 10 feet away, maybe 15 feet tops from this coyote. And look at how far this coyote runs before the arrow closes and hits him on that last 15 feet. You know, you're looking at roughly 8 inches that this coyote jumped it on my shot also. So keep in mind, you know, fortunately I was still able to catch the last rib, and it was a liver shot, and he went 40 yards and piled up roughly. Not a big deal, but you know, keep in mind, you know, with the deer, you know, they jump your string, but also when you're hunting those critters, they can sure jump a string, and I think personally they can jump a string harder than what a deer does. So keep that in mind. You know, you guys are out there hunting, you get an opportunity, just, you know, if they're on edge, you might want to compensate for it a little bit.
The ultimate extreme sport demands products that compromise nothing. Archer Extreme has developed the most extreme accessories utilizing the lightest and strongest materials on the planet. Carbon Carnivore, the world's only machine carbon fiber sight. Titanium Extreme, world's only machine titanium sight. Carbon Vapor Quiver, the lightest, strongest quivers ever made. Archer Extreme, extreme performance products for archers who go to extremes.
In 1986,
the hunting world was changed forever.
one pattern for all seasons and all terrain. Hunters now have a choice.
Designed for results in the field.
Smart hunters
Smart hunters.
wear ASAC camouflage.
This is the Hartcraft Scoop Tail Broadhead, the most accurate fixed blade ever made. 3 aerodynamic scoops channel the wind, stabilizing the broadhead for unprecedented in-flight accuracy. Upon entry, the scoops propel blood and tissue for blood trails never before seen from a fixed blade. The oversized base reams a passageway for the arrow shaft, resulting in less friction and far more pass-throughs. Hartcraft's universal ferrule takes all 5 blade styles interchangeably. The most engineered fixed blade of all time.
Every seasoned hunter knows scent is everything. Whether hiding your scent or attracting a trophy kill, Vapor Trail Scents is there. Deer, elk, hog, bear. It doesn't matter the animal. If you spray it, they will come. You can even miss, and they'll come right back for more. Visit our site to learn more at VaporTrailScents.com. Vapor Trail Scents proves you can fool Mother Nature.
So, alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for this week's show. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. One thing that, we stress on here at Even the Odds TV, Lars mentioned it in the show earlier, is that this is real. This is, as real as it gets for a Michigan hunter. We're bringing it to you. We're not sugarcoating it. We saw a couple nice bucks, but the first part of the season has been slow for us. And we're walking you through the season basically as it unfolds. So basically to this point, we've got a yearling doe on the ground. We've seen a few decent bucks and a couple opportunities at a coyote. That is it so far, but then again, it is real. That's what bow hunting is here in Michigan. So hopefully guys, you guys watching, appreciate the fact that, we don't go hunt these ranches, deer farms, or, outfitters all over the place. We basically showed to you the way that 90% of the people who hunt in this state and a lot of the other states, how they hunt. So hopefully you guys can appreciate it. But all in all, we had a good time this week doing this hunting. We got a coyote on the ground. Fortunately, Lars missed that one, saw that other good buck, but things are about ready to amp up here at Even the Odds TV. The rut's getting close. We're starting to make some moves on some of these deer, get a little bit closer, get in the game, so to speak. So you guys stick around for next week. We'll be right back at it here on Even the Odds TV, putting some effort in. Hopefully you'll lay down one of these nice bucks. Till then, we'll see you guys next week.